I've had many jobs in my life, and I gotta say that designing Lego models is definitely by far the best. You really can build anything with these little bricks. I'm Eric Hunter. I'm 53 years old. I'm a professional Lego artist. Welcome to the Art of LeGogh. This is my kitchen, and here are a few portraits I've designed out of Lego. This is a mosaic of Penny, my roommate, and down here, here's one of me. This is my studio as well, back here. This whole first floor is one giant room. It's been converted into several smaller areas. I actually sleep here. We've got the dining room. And then back here is where all the fun happens. This is where I store my office, right next to my living room. Actually, more like in my living room. I've had models in the 10,000, 30,000, 60,000 range. And now, just last week, I got my biggest commission to date. It's actually a 6-figure budget. This is the beginnings of a 1-to-1 scale 1968 Camaro SS. For the estimate, I calculated 245,000 Lego bricks to complete this model. Most of my clients' models would probably fall in the between, I'd say $1,200 to $3,000 range. The budget doesn't have to be that large. You can make a car this big or, as big as you want, anything. It's all about scale and then about detail. As far as how the money is spent, I have 3 different rates. You, of course, have to buy the Lego, and I have design time, and then I have build time. And miscellaneous time, which is basically buying, organizing, and shipping time. I've actually returned money to a client because it didn't cost as much as I thought it would. I'm not here to get rich, I'm here to do what I love. This tiny little walkie-talkie piece is now usable as an actual walkie-talkie, human size. What I love about my job is seeing the final model. I love to see it, to hold it, it's tangible, and then it's done. I don't have to work on it anymore. Believe it or not, when I am not working, I will build a Lego set to relax. I like to look at the instructions and flip through the pages and build the model that somebody else designed. Takes the pressure off of me. The most challenging thing with working with Lego models is lighting. Every brick has a tiny little hair space in between it, and it becomes a real challenge to have a fully lit model look good. I think a car is definitely the most popular. Just in my freelance since 2013, I'd say I've designed, between cars and trucks, probably 20, 25 different vehicles. I think people love their cars and they want to immortalize them on their desk. Now I have a potential client. They want a model of a truck. I ask them the make, model, and the year, what color they want. After a client has ordered a model, I'll go and digitally design the model in the computer. I usually use a program called Lego Digital Designer. It's a free program by Lego. After you design the model in there, you can basically rebuild it piece by piece. Once it is approved, I will then go and order the Lego. I order from Bricklink. Bricklink is basically like eBay for Lego. It's anything Lego you need. It's new Lego, old Lego. Here in my studio, I personally chose to not keep too much Lego on hand. I order Lego as needed for each project as I go. And each project ends up with a little over and slowly builds my collection. As everybody knows, storing Lego can be a challenge. I choose open top bins and bin cups. I use some like tackle box and tiny drawer storage as well. The building is the fun part, of course. I glue the models. I use methyl ethyl ketone, which is actually MEK for short, and it's a solvent. It melts the Lego together. It doesn't really glue it together. It's pretty impermeable and very durable. So a model should pretty much last forever. I use many different tools. You name it. I mean, I use belt sanders, drill presses, planers, Lego rulers. This ruler is a vertical ruler. This ruler is for horizontal measuring. I use glue, clamps, I use anything industrial. It really depends on the model. On the inside of many of the Lego models I design, there will be infrastructures. There might be a steel frame, there might be access panels, mounting points, but the trick is, it's all on the inside. It's pretty much hidden away. The tool I use most here, the good old mallet. Save my fingertips. I have been building with Lego since I was, I would say, 4 years old. This is a book that really inspired me to get more into Lego as an adult. In the back, it shows a picture that was really inspirational to me. It shows a group of ladies, actually, who are all the model designers for Legoland in Denmark. They were only accepting creative resumes. And I thought, well, if I'm a product, what product might I be? And Rice Krispies was it, because Eric and Rice. It was a perfect fit. I got a job at Legoland California back in 2005 as an associate, a model associate. It was a dream come true for me. Within about a year's time, I went from associate to designer. At that point, I started designing buildings for Miniland and doing life-size sculptures of people and anything else Legoland parks might need. The tallest Lego model I was a part of was the Legoland Malaysia Petronas Towers model, which took about 6 months. I had a 1,000-hour budget to design that. I was then responsible for managing and guiding the team to build it. At one point, I believe we had 23 or 24 people in the model shop all working on the same project. I think we ordered 120,000 Lego 1x2 pieces for the windows. The final model ended up being just under 33 feet tall. For about a 4-year period, I believe, it was the world's tallest Miniland structure. So I actually had a world record, unofficially. After I left Legoland in 2013, I decided to start a Lego design company. My friend Penny, who was actually my roommate in college way back in the late 80s, she said, hey, why don't you come out to Connecticut? I found this really unique place that used to be a mechanic shop for a Buick dealership. And it is now my home and my Lego studio. Since I started my company, I have made, I would say, upwards of 400 Lego models for clients. Some of my corporate clients have included names like Microsoft, New York Life. My latest is Children's Hospital. They really enjoy adding Lego into their world. Back in 2013, it was a one-man operation, as it is again today. At one point, I had 8 employees. I really do enjoy being a one-man operation because it allows me full control, but it's very limiting. Ultimately, I see growing my company into having a model shop with several employees, full-time, constantly building all of the designs that I am designing. And of course, I'd help build too, when and if I could. I kind of see a little young Richard Nixon in here. So this is actually Pee Wee Nixon.